Yo, what's up, Bleach fans? This is Rafa from C Manga, and I'm here to give you a review of Chapter 534, Everything But the Rain, Op.7, Hold of Reproach. So yeah, fast chapter today. Apparently, they're saying at the beginning, there's a color page, and it's saying, the climax to this flashback, and we learn the secret behind his birth, which is obviously Ichigo. So it seems like things are going to be wrapping up soon. But yeah, there was a lot of drama in this chapter. Like, Ishin snuck off to the real world, and he's like left a message to his Lieutenant Rangiku saying make up an excuse for him while he's in the real world. Masaki's gone home to the Ishtar clan's residence, and as she's come in, Ryukin was about to say hello to her, but he was he was interrupted, sorry, by Ryukin's mum, and she basically called her out of what she had done, saying, "Have you were you involved with that hollow incident? Did you kill it?" And she obviously tries to deny it, but Ryukin's mum says, "I have evidence that you were there and that you did protect the Shinigami and kill that hollow." And Ryukin straight away knows who done it, who gave her this information, and he runs off to see Katagiri, and he's really pissed off with her. Like, he slams her up against the wall and says, "Why did you tell her his mum about Masaki after he said that there were no incidents?" Basically saying that you were meant to not say anything at all. And Katagiri says there was an incident. She was saying that because Misaki was injured by the hollow, something's happened, and she needs to be healed by the Quincy's. It's some sort of ritual or something. Like, basically, she needs to be purified, or there's a chance that future Quincy's will be tainted, and the pure blood of the Quincy's will be mixed with hollow blood or something like that. And she's saying, for the sake of the Quincy, and Ryukin's like, really, just for stuff like that? And she's saying, isn't that what you said though? What this marriage was about, to for the sake of the Quincy. And then he runs off and says, shit, I can't deal with this. So we see Masaki's still speaking with Ryukin's mum, and she's like saying, how could you do this? How dare you do this? You went and saved the Shinigami after you're being looked after by us and trained by us. Is that and then Ryukin comes to interrupt and basically deny these claims, but Misaki collapses on the floor, and they're both like quite shocked, especially Ryukin's mum. And Ryukin goes down there to see what's wrong with her, and when he flips her over, there's like a hole right above her, or right below her neck, and basically, yeah, it looks like a hollow hole. And they're thinking, what is that? Is that a hollow hole? And Ryukin picks up and decides to go off. He's like saying, where's his dad? And his mom's saying she's out, but he'll be here soon, you should wait here. But he doesn't listen, he just charges off. And this bit kind of shocked me, because Ryukin's mom was kind of shown a very desperate here. She wasn't like such a cold, ruthless woman that she was shown previously, because she was begging Ryukin to stay and not leave, saying that he could be in danger if he's still with Misaki, seeing as she's infected. So anyway, on the way, he's thinking about everything. Why did this have to happen to Misaki? What is the whole? And because he was preoccupied with these thoughts, he didn't see a hollow was about to attack him, but it's cut down easily by Ishin, who's arrived and saying, "Oh, you're lucky." And Ryukin starts cursing him, saying, "It's your fault, this has all happened. Look at what's happened to her." And Ishin attempts to help, but Ryukin refuses it, saying, "Don't touch her, it's all your fault. If you had never been there, if she never helped you, none of this would have happened. She wouldn't be suffering." And Urahara arrives, and he basically interrupts, saying, "Enough of this now." It's like, calm down. He's like, "I have a way to deal with the situation. If you come, I'll be able to heal that girl." So yeah, and as I said, that was it. Quick chapter. Kind of more like a filler between this one and I'm guessing whatever the next one was be. I kind of hoped for there to be a bit more, I don't know, maybe a bit more dialogue, but you know what, it was good. not as good as the last ones, that I have to say, but more or less interesting because of the whole hollow hole business. And this is kind of getting me thinking, crazy speculation. Maybe Masaki will turn into a hollow, or like, you know, like how the Visors do first when they're first infected and get the holification masks on them. Maybe that will happen, and might see the first visored Quincy. And seeing as she was affected by that freaking really strong hollow white, maybe Ishin will have no choice but to use, you know, his final Getsuga Tensha, you know, the Mugetsu move. So maybe that will explain why he lost these powers and why he disappeared from Soul Society. You never know. I know these are kind of crazy, but it sort of does make some sort of sense. So I'm guessing that something along those lines might happen. But yeah, I'm kind of pointing towards her holofying like fully, and then, you know, Mugetsu is used to weaken her or whatever. So yeah, that's all I could think of really about this chapter because of how fast it is. I'm just really interested to see what else is left in this flashback arc, and then what this is all going to mean for Ichigo when he finds like what his reaction is going to be. As I said, another thing I really wanted to see obviously was that whole Quincy armor thing. It's like we never even got to see it in battle, so I don't know, I was expecting a bit more on the Quincy's in this flashback, but oh well, you can't complain. So yeah, as I said, everything looks good for the future chapters. So yeah, bring it on. And it's enough rambling from me. What do you guys think of this chapter? Do you think it was really short like I did? Whatever. What do you think of my theory about the whole hollow business, Misaki turning into that, and Ishin using Mugetsu and losing his powers? And said, if you like this video and the chapter, leave us a like, because it helps us out, and also subscribe for more content in the channel, and I'll speak to you guys in the next chapter.